Okay. So, the next run in the Darkest Dungeon itself is not a long run, it's an exhausting run. 4 times camping. There's no way. Yeah, people that have gone into the Darkest Dungeon no longer want to go, and they get some sort of affliction where sometimes they look like a demon. I'm not sure. If I want to do another run, though, where we get to camp for, well, 4 times apparently, we're gonna need some sort of stress healing, and I don't currently have a stress healer at all. The only one I have is Dark Server. Well, Dark Server and then the Houndmaster, but he's no longer gonna be going. So, is there another class that I could use? Or should I really be leveling up a Jester or a Houndmaster? The Highwayman could also stress heal in camps? Yeah, but I need something that can stress heal in combat, I think. Well, here's another Houndmaster, I suppose. If you know the gimmick, Darkest Dungeon 3 is actually pretty short. I do not know the gimmick. I guess I'm gonna hire a new recruit, may as well. Do you want to be named Bunny? Is that why you're asking?
A bond forged by battle.
I do have to warn you that I may immediately retire you if a level 3 hero shows up and you haven't been useful. Oh, okay. You like to live, you don't want to be named? Fair. Yo! What Bunny did do, though, is start up a giveaway in the chat. Let's go. You can type !enter if you're watching on Twitch for a chance to win a Loco TV logo hoodie from www.loco.tv. Hey, thank you very much. There it is. You can go win one right now. Appreciate that, Bunny. I do need a name as well, though. Who wants to be the Houndmaster here? Because this could be a really nice stress healer to have. He just needs to be level 6 before I can run him. Alter? Sure. Alter, Break, Force. Oh, actually, Robot was way quicker. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, Alter. Sorry. Okay. Now, I do have the weekly event that level restrictions are removed for the next quest. So that does mean I can do a run with, for example, the Antiquarian. Somebody said something about level buffs that this apparently gives you. How do I, where do I know this? How do I, like, what does this do? Does anybody know? So I thought that this little torch icon meant that I can no longer take them into the Darkest Dungeon, but there's an additional hidden mechanic? I'm prioritizing long-running subs if I can. Yeah, the Crusader can heal mid-fight, that's true. I think the Resolve, does 50% more for other heroes? Really? Okay, so let's think about this for a sec. If I want to level up either a Jester or a Houndmaster, we should definitely give that a shot. If you take 2 heroes, it's a 100% increase? Oh. So we could do a long veteran level dungeon with the Antiquarian, but it might be overkill. I could run, like, Dark Server, Cosmonash, and then, like, 2 retired heroes. Dickie Jr. straight back in action. Together with maybe Strategist or something? Hey, McCluskey, congratulations. Yeah, something like this will probably do fine. I'm not really sure, though, how to play the Jester. I haven't got any experience with him. So he has the... yeah, Inspiring Tune, right? Which does a stress release. What's... like, what abilities should I run on the Jester? If anybody has any suggestions, I'm very much so interested in hearing it. You just spam Battle Ballad and Inspiring Tune? Okay, and for the other 2 abilities? Battle Ballad? Finale is good? So do I put him in the first position? Yeah, we can use Harvest. That would hit 2 spots. We can also use Bleed, which is a similar... You put him in the 3rd spot, usually? Okay. That means I do have to run Blackjack right here, I guess, on the Houndmaster, but that's okay. So you only really use Finale if he, like, happens to be close to the front? Because none of these abilities move him forward. Only Dirk Step moves him forward, but I can't use all of it. Wait. Oh, Solo moves him to the front. Do I need to use Finale or though? Or do we just spam these 2 abilities and the Bleed? You can just move your 2nd spot to the 3rd to get him there if you really need it. So I guess Finale is mostly like a, in case we ever need to. We just happen to use it. But we most of the time just don't. Okay, fair. Yeah, we can do more bleeding. I kind of like Slice Off, I guess, a little bit better. So we can stack the bleed with the Houndmaster as well. Although, truthfully, we probably will not be using them as much, and most of the damage will probably come from Strategist. Especially in a place like the Cove. Now, I was planning on taking the Antiquarian, but I kind of need to level up multiples. You think I should use Harvest instead? Okay, whatever. We can run that. Hey, I thought that these items would get consumed. Oh, okay. Yeah, we didn't get new ones, and I guess I may need them again. We may need them for the 3rd Darkest Dungeon run as well. I just need you guys to not be stressed out too much. Actually, that doesn't really matter. We have multiple stress healers here. You guys can be stressed the fuck out. It's fine. I can't use 2 of these, right? No, we'll sell 1. I'd rather use the money. You guys can be stressed out, Cosmonash. Come on. You just said you're a stress healer in IRL. You know how to manage that sort of thing better than others, right? At least you have the knowledge. The execution might be hard. Even if you know how to do it, doing it on yourself might not be that easy. Anyways, that's besides the point. Just don't get stressed out, dude. Just don't stress. Do you ever say this to your, to the patients you're treating? Bro, just chill. Have you tried to do that one? Bro, chill. I feel like it unironically, maybe it might work. That's what they pay you for? Yeah. Bro, chill. It's all in your mind. None of this shit is real, dude. Okay, all right, let's bring a couple items here that might be nice. Dickie with the huge healing. The dark tambourine. I don't need that shit. Sell it. Sell it. Alright. I'm feeling good about this setup. The only thing that's left to do is see if anybody needs any sort of healing at all. Dude, nobody is stressed. We have literally no stress anywhere. Just Echo Steel is sick. What do you have, Echo? Alright, it's fine. I'll send $1,100 your way. No, we're not going to the darkest dungeon right now. I need to level up a stress healer, and my stress healers are level 2, which is slightly problematic. But apparently, if you have level 6 heroes in the party, you can use them to very quickly level up. And because of the fact that we currently have the leveling restriction removed, honestly, maybe I should do a long run. Like, that should maximize the amount of XP we get, right? Yeah, we should. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the best thing we can do. Leveling up some new stress healers. I do have good camping skills right over here with the nighttime prevention. These other things are not as important, I don't think. I might get the veterans that returned from the darkest dungeon give an XP boost to the other guys. Right. But they usually can't go anywhere. But now because of the virtue, or because of the weekly event, we should be fine. So we can do level 6 heroes in a level 3 dungeon, which is kind of sick. So, I don't know how much XP they're going to be able to gain here, but this should be a lot. Assuming I can finish it. If I don't finish it, that would be a gigantic waste of time. I never really know exactly how much we take for dungeons like this. I'm probably gonna toss quite a lot of this, but whatever. We're always all in. Well, I still have 21k. It's not too terrible. 2 more food, because we can. Oh, I need shovels. I need shovels. Almost forgot about shovels. Yeah, we have 1 little inventory space available. Let's not get too crazy. So these are all tossable. The 4 in the back are tossable.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
Okay, so we need to explore 90% of the rooms.
Another mariner?
Too many torches?
Another misfortune?
No, Chet, don't even think about saying the words. No, it's not what we're here for. Ah, yeah, they do have this. Ah, 50% resolve XP. Sick. Cosmonash trying to show off to the rest of the party how cool he is. Strategist hitting a 12er. Honestly, not ideal. Hope for a little bit more.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Yeah, I want Dark Server to sing. Wait, no. Do we sing or do we battle ballad? Is this AoE as well? Okay, he's already moving. Yeah, the Jester is a bard.
The ground quakes.
You can try Finale one time, even though it's barely buffed at this point. I believe in you, Dark Server. You gotta show me whether or not you're worthy of this party, okay? You're trying? Well, we'll find out whether or not you are.
Precision
Wow.
and power.
Oh, he debuffs himself with that thing, too. Is Loco still dead? I'm right here, Robba. I'm right here. Hey, undefined. Big. I think that is the winner of the giveaway, putting in the order. Yeah, but I couldn't use any of your abilities. Because you shuffled to the front. God.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Houndmaster in the front, boys. Let's go. That's where we want him. That's where we need them. Kosmanash is a little bit shy. That's why he's hiding behind his dog. I can't staunch the flow. Strategist is being a little dramatic. I am not gonna NGO.
The wounds of war can be.
Yo, you just bought a Zoji Rushi? Rumpus, we knew you were rich, but we didn't know you were that rich. Holy crap.
Continue the onslaught.
Bro just brought a, he just bought the Rolls Royce of rice cookers. The ones with the little blue elephants on the front. I've only heard about those on the internet. I've heard rumors of those rice cookers, Rumpus.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Yeah, the other day you said you were buying a Herman Miller Aeron? Ay, ay, ay.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I looked into those at some point, and then I realized I like rice, but I don't like rice that much, you know? I got a pretty nice rice cooker, though. I got one from, oh, it's a Korean brand. I'm forgetting the name of it right now. It's great. I really like it, but I'm forgetting the name of it. Cuckoo? Maybe somebody in the chat knows. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Yes, cuckoo. Yes. Apparently, that's what is very common in Korea. And if it's good enough for StarCraft 2 pro gamers, it's good enough for me, you know? I will say, though, that rice cooker life is a great life. I used to not be part of rice cooker gang for many years. But nowadays, I am 100% part of rice cooker gang. It is recommended. I'm also a part now of microwave gang. This may come as a surprise to some of you, but microwaves are very useful.
Well struck.
I know. I've been using it almost every day. Yeah, I got one about a half year ago when we first found out that Lauren was pregnant. We figured we probably need one. Oh, is that single? Ah, that's single. Okay, I thought it was AoE as well. I have not yet microwaved water. No, we're not microwaving water, guys. I'm not a barbarian. Yeah, we don't have a lot of space. It's like a pretty small rice cooker, or it's a pretty small microwave, but it is pretty nice.
Champion falls. Unnerved, unbalanced.
What about microwaving yogurt? I've not microwaved yogurt either, no. Thank you for asking, though. Alaran's still feeling really good, yeah.
Masterfully
Not really
executed.
too many pregnancy-related problems. Nothing too crazy.
Their formation is
Yeah, I think
broken.
microwaving yogurt is a
Maintain
purely
the
American
offensive.
thing. Over here, we just put it in the electric kettle. That's where we usually put our. I'm actually gonna toss these things. You're right, Bugilus. Well, you know, when you look at the internet, which I know you guys never do, but hypothetically speaking, imagine you look at the internet. Apparently people that are pregnant get a gajillion problems. Yeah, apparently everything is an issue. I don't think you can ever not have any of them.
A devastating blow. A singular strike.
Yeah. Apparently there's a lot of women that, like, get fully sick for, like, the first two, like, thirds of the pregnancy. Where you just have to throw up all the fucking time. Pretty crazy. I feel like if men were the ones getting pregnant, there would be way less children. There'd be so few. We'd be handing out condoms on every corner of every street, dude.
Impressive.
They'd be free for the taking everywhere. You know, it's kind of funny, but it's also kind of true. Recommended brands for rice cookers? I don't know. Whatever you can buy locally, I guess. But Zoji Rushi is supposed to be amazing, but pretty difficult to come by over here and way too expensive in the Netherlands.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Cosmonash with the triple kill. What a gamer.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
$50 is $50.
A decisive pummeling.
We're just doing big
Confidence
AoE
surges as
hits.
The enemy crumbles.
Dark Server keeps on playing the lute. I don't think it's a guitar, right? It's probably a lute. Your wife said that childbirth wasn't the most painful. It's the postpartum that's worse. Dude, there is definitely some sort of biological thing going on with giving birth, where I feel like people just forget how much it hurts about 3 minutes after it's over. There's no way it doesn't hurt like crazy, dude. But if humans were to remember, nobody would have multiple kids.
A powerful blow.
Biologically, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, you need to forget.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
It hurts less than a kick in the nuts? Hmm. Yeah, serotonin levels are gonna be insanely high, obviously, that helps, but... The human body is pretty interesting.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Do we have any of the yellow rocks? I think I have too many torches.
In
We'll toss
Radiance,
this.
may we find victory.
Apparently you can actually camp and then keep this screen open and still loot. It's so crazy, dude.
In tenuous firelight.
I don't really need any of this.
Easy companionship.
Alright, whatever. We'll buff for some stats. You have some good stats, right? Yeah, extra armor piercing is nice. Okay.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Now, baby is still not due for another couple months. But we have pretty much got all the stuff. Like, we're pretty much, like, there's a couple of little bits and pieces that we still, you know, gotta check off the checklist. We've been spending the last half year or so slowly accumulating
Finding
things.
the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
And, yeah. It's okay. It's been kind of fun, to be honest, to, like, do research for all of the things and, like, you know, figure all of this stuff out. I guess you can only be so prepared, but... The only part is that it's expensive. But if you, like, forget about that part... Like, if you ignore that part, it's been a pretty fun, yeah. No medicinal herbs? Okay. Got a very long road all the way back. The hound is taking care of us, man. Be prepared. You could always rent out the west wing and the basement. Ah, yeah. But I need the west wing and the basement, dude. No, I'm afraid my home is not that big, guys. I'm sorry. Not one of those streamers, I'm afraid. Bonus fight? Yo. Lucky us. There's a lot of basements actually in the Netherlands. They do exist. They are below sea level. Yeah, basically when the house is below sea level in the first place, it doesn't really matter so much if there's a basement as well, because if, like, the dikes would break, we'd be screwed anyways. The basement would be the least of your issues. Basically, the whole house is basement by default. The swamp people. Yeah, look, I don't know why my ancestors decided to settle here, dude. They didn't need to live here. They could have gone anywhere. Like, if you go, like, I don't know, 1,000 kilometers south, which is a long walk, I get it. But, you know, if you hypothetically were to, you end up in some really nice climates. But the problem is, I guess they didn't know. They had no idea. Dutch people do have webbed feet, yes.
Seize
like
this
frogs.
momentum. Push on to the task's end.
The Belgians were south already? Yeah, true. Do you think most people settled in places like Siberia or Alaska just because they had no idea that there were nicer places out there? Because historically, people just didn't really move more than a couple miles, right? Like, they just kind of stayed where they grew up. There's a very real chance that a lot of humans had just no idea. They just thought that, like, the shitty weather and the insane cold around the clock. No, I mean, like, before people were sent to places for punishment, you know? Like, say, like, 20,000 years ago. I guess humans just had no idea. Yeah, I guess you follow the food, yeah. Let's blame the food. Cosmonaut took a little bit of a beating.
And improvement.
Cosmonaut, chill. Look, I'm just about to visit the Netherlands. What is the most dangerous animal I need to be worried about? The human. There's a lot of Homo sapiens in the Netherlands, Aggie, bro. They are by far the most scary thing you have to worry about. Tourists on bicycles. Likely the most terrifying creature in the entire country. Visiting Brits on like a bachelor party. Incredibly dangerous. Other than that, I guess you'll be fine.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Humans in coffee shops? No, they'll be chill. That's why they're there. They'll be pretty chill, man. Wouldn't be too worried for them. Okay. Enjoy, though. Be wary of stroopwafels on busy streets? Yeah. Apparently tourists line up for 13.5 euros worth of stroopwafels. You get one. That's a scam, dude. I have not shader, no. Yeah, those are very common. You apparently see them all the time on like Instagram and stuff. If you look at like travel to Amsterdam type of posts.
Dizzying blow to body
Yo,
and
can you guys
brain.
chill? Apparently people get scammed all the time with extremely expensive stroopwafels. Kibbeling? Kibbeling is nice. Kibbeling is also very expensive, but that's always expensive. Your wife walked you into one of those places? Yeah. They're very Instagrammable locations.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. How much should stroopwafels cost? I think the most common place where people get them would be a supermarket. And usually they will come in like a little pack. I will show you the overpowered stroopwafels, okay? These are the overpowered ones. They're also the more expensive ones. I think this brand is usually good. Maybe Dutch people in the chat can disagree. I don't know. This is a pack for €3.29. Albert Heijn brand itself would be fine. They are $2.25 for 12. Yeah, these are the more you know, this is what Dutch people would actually eat. They come with all kinds of like fancy stuff these days too. Like they have like caramel, like sea salt, all the kinds of, you know, weird flavors, but they're all gonna taste good. Loco, don't do this, I'm starving. Yeah, me too, dude. I've been cutting calories for months. Eggos? I don't know what Eggo is.
Soothed. Sedated.
Ew, euros? I know. Disgusting. What is an Eggo? Eggos are waffles?
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Eggos. Kellogg's Eggos. Never seen these before. One thing that I find that Americans that have ever visited always get a kick out of is this. You know the blue Doritos? The ranch flavored ones? It is called Cool American in the Netherlands. I don't know why. Bold crunch, iconic taste, Cool American. The blue color is actually wrong. Oh. Well, I don't know. Frikandel speciaal.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Frikandel speciaal is good. Maybe it has less sugar. It will be different. It will be, like the Doritos will taste kind of different. It's the same for like McDonald's and stuff. The ingredients are all a little different. Nutri-Score? Yeah, the Nutri-Score system, like it's kind of cool some of the time, but kind of confusing most of the time. So this is scored per category. Meaning that within probably the potato chip or like tortilla chip category or whatever, this would be ranked as a C. But it does not mean that compared to like, I don't know, a cucumber, which might also be a C in the category of vegetables, that this would be as healthy as a... So it's category based, but obviously the question is, what category do you put certain products in? Because many products would fit multiple categories. And it's, you know, it's not a terrible system, but it is a little bit confusing. It would be better if it would actually show you what the category was that it's supposed to be part of. Yeah. Anyways. Let me be blissfully ignorant. Or ignorant? Yeah. Yeah, it's whatever. I think the US actually does that really nicely. Like, you know, you go out for food anywhere, it will always show you, like, the average calories of the meal. I kind of love that, man. I feel like we should have that 100% of the time over here, too. I don't understand why we don't have that. Oh, really? Is that a state-dependent thing? That's not in the whole of the US? Oh. You haven't seen that anywhere? You know, like any fast food place where it will show you the calorie counts? On, like, the meal thingamajig? Only in liberal hellholes? Ah. It's a liberal hellhole type of thing. I see.
And now the true test. Hold fast.
Hello.
Expire.
This is not good. Okay, how about you just kill them all? Slightly problematic, guys. Dark server, don't die. Okay. I've seen this in multiple areas in the US. But maybe they were just the liberal hellholes. As you so elegantly put it.
Annihilated.
Fries suikerbrood. Ooh. Those are pretty nice. I haven't had that in ages. Must have been a decade since I last had that.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Name a red state you've gone to? I'm not exactly sure what states are red or blue. I have no idea. But I think you're probably right though, in the sense that most esports events are probably, a lot of them are California. I've been to North Carolina? I don't know. I haven't been to that many places in the US though. All states are good except Ohio. I know a bunch of guys from Ohio. They're pretty nice, man. Okay, these guys are very sketchy. Having two of them is actually really bad. We should try and kill them ASAP.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Gargling grab. I think they explode in the second turn. Okay. The abbreviation of Louisiana is LA. I would not have known that either. I would have assumed LA is Los Angeles.
As victories mount,
Or, as the elegant
so
stream
too
chatter
will
would have put it,
resistance.
liberal hellhole, I'm sure. I gotta go everywhere, right? Yeah, let's just go. It's another one of them. You know what? We'll give the dogs little treats. How about that? How come Louisiana's abbreviation is not LO? How did they come up with the abbreviations for the states? This sounds like the question of a CGP Grey video. No, this sounds like a CGP Grey video, dude. There's probably a reason. Usually it's the first and the last letter. Oh. I didn't even know that. I have seen the CGP Grey video about flags, yes. I now know that every state flag is blue, with the exception of like 3. I don't know why. I have never felt strongly about flags until I watched that video, and now I also do hate having text on a flag. Text on a flag, unless cleverly hidden, you know, like the Brazilian flag, for example. That one's pretty cool. They kind of hid it in the design. There's a fly on my wall. Oh no.
Turning point.
Bring in the cats. How is there a fly in my room? Brother, it's winter. Why are you here? Weird. Yo, Dark Surf is really good on that guitar of his. It's insane work.
Decimated. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Okay, we're getting some money going. Oh, all my characters in this run are named after Twitch chat viewers. That's why they look so good, you know? Fun fact about Twitch chatters. The average Twitch chatter has about a height that is about 3 times the size of their head. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little weird, but you know, massive brains, I guess. Yeah, huge heads, massive heads. Hey, that's a little rude, don't you think? Your head is big, but you're also quite tall. Oh. I did not yet camp the second time around. We should actually go do that.
Exposed.
Yo, Dark Server, can you stop taking so much damage at random occasions, man? You're kind of freaking people out. It's entirely unnecessary, you know it. I did play Space Age in Factorio, yes. There's a full playthrough of it up on More Loco if you're interested. If you want to see somebody play Factorio poorly, check out my YouTube channel. Yo, that finale ability is terrible. Doesn't do anything. Maybe it's because he's a level 2 hero, but still. Yeah, the shield breaker, I think, glues the shield down onto her hand or something. I don't know. It's probably wrapped around it, because her hand is chopped off.
Soothed. Sedated.
Hey, it's another one of those.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I guess we have plenty of food.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
I don't even know if armor piercing is that useful here, but it's whatever.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
My nephew is sleeping over here tonight. Sleep over at Loco's. Pajama party, everybody. Yeah, this map is terrible. This layout is annoying. Are we all invited? Wait a second.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I tossed a little bit of food. Surely it's not gonna be a problem. You have to ask your mom first if you're allowed to come over. I'll ask your mom, don't worry about it. Sorry. It was too easy. I apologize. Okay, we're nearly done with a long dungeon. I'm excited to see how much XP these guys get. By the way, Cosmonash, your dog is incredibly well behaved. It needs to be said. It just always stays right there. Look at it.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Okay. 2 more rooms. Maybe 1 more room, actually. I wouldn't mind a secret room. That'd be nice. Tomorrow's stream is actually going to be super early, guys. I have a birthday party to go to tomorrow. A double birthday party, even. This is efficient. I like efficient birthday parties where we double them up. Ooh, we're done. All right. I'll be leaving then. Yeah, it's not my birthday, believe it or not.
Of great and terrible things in this watery tomb.
But I do have to head over there. So it is going to be a very early stream. Maybe it's my birthday tomorrow too. We can have a triple birthday party. How about that? How much XP do you guys get? Whoa, he went straight to level 4. Cosmonash actually skipped level 3. I've not seen that before.
Even these dirt-covered
Ooh,
dullards
free
have their
upgrade
uses.
in a building?
Put them to work.
Wait, a building upgrade is free? Oh, yo, what's the biggest one that I could get? I've already upgraded the important stuff. Yeah, I tend to use these quite a lot, I guess. Main thing is that I don't really worry too much anymore about diseases, though. This kind of came at a time where I don't really need it anymore, I guess.
You will know the tragic extent
I think the
of
most
my
useful thing I can
failings.
upgrade is probably the stagecoach. Increase the network. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. This one is gonna be sketchy, dude. But honestly, I don't think I can run this dungeon anyways until we get our heroes leveled up. Like, I need to run a stress healer here, right? Like, how in the world am I gonna do the darkest dungeon without a stress healer? Problem is, though, I'm on week 65. I guess it's fine. We have 21 weeks remaining. 21 weeks. It's a significant amount of time. I think I can level up both Dark Server as well as Cosmonash. It will be okay.